Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosme, right out of Oklahoma City. Today, we got Chad Sutliff, a.k.a. Chaddy. What's up, man?
What's up? How we doing, guys? How we doing?
Good. And what's going on, Sam? I know you're shaking your head because I hit the mute button right at the same time you hit the mute button, and I remuted myself. I'm going to stop doing that from now on. We're still testing out StreamYard, so we're getting all the kinks worked out. So,
yeah, you actually just it was like 2-second pause after the video, after the song was done. It's like,
right.
I can see it on your face. You're like, I done messed up already.
Yeah, I was like, shit. That's all right. All right. So, Chaddy, you came from, if I understand this correctly, you came from a rock and roll kind of background and switched over to hip hop.
Yeah, so I've been in the music industry. I'm 25 now, going to be 20. I've been playing in bands and stuff since I was about 10 years old. So I got a lot of years experience in the music industry. I actually started off playing country music, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my dad actually was a front man around here, and he called the Midnight Riders, and they were more of like a cover band. They had, they had their own original tunes and stuff, but they played a lot of big benefits, a lot of shows around where I'm from, Albany, New York. So I remember when I was younger, I started, filling in and drumming for some of his shows and playing a bunch of old 10 years old. So that's when I first really started music. But I come from a music family between my dad, my sister is a musician and a singer as well. But yeah, so I started with that. And then, before Chaddy, I was in a band that I created. I started, built up from scratch, was called Somewhere to Call Home.
Okay.
And we were like that new metalcore, sworn in type genre, I guess you could say. But that was my baby band. Yep, I exited out of that because I wanted to try some different things, try doing some stuff myself, and seeking some other adventures. But yep, so I come from an extensive touring background with that. I've filled in for a couple other projects before and playing shows, so I got the music in my blood. So I wanted to try switching over from drumming and trying the frontman role and see what it's all about.
Well, you said your family, got your whole family is involved in music. Hopefully, none of them have that porn stash that's going on. What's going on with the porn stash?
Dude, I don't even know.
It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad, actually. You got that Joe Dirt thing going?
It works out perfect because I can't grow here whatsoever. All I can grow is the goatee and the mustache. And I've been keeping the mustache though because the girlfriend likes it. So it's what she wants is what I got to do.
I can't grow. I literally can't grow any of this either. But I continue to try to grow it, and it just is like a mess on my face. But I love it. And when I shave it, my kids and my wife think I look weird. I've too tried the porn stash. It's not bad, but I look really Mexican when I do, and I'm not.
Yeah. And then
I try to keep a little bit of facial hair because I feel like I look like I'm like 18, like when I got the baby face going.
Yeah. So, Chad,
yes,
on your music, when you left, what you were playing drums, if I'm not mistaken, for Somewhere to Call Home. When we met, right? So,
yep.
One of the things that I know that you may or may not want to talk about on this is one of the reasons why you had to exit and try something new was because it was your mental state where you were being in this industry, and one of your songs that we'll play on the podcast kind of expresses that a little bit. Like a zero to hero back to zero, it could go all in 1 month, So tell us a little bit about if you want to, about why you probably kind of needed to take a break from that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was to be honest, it was a mixture of things. I won't get into too much detail, for respect of my old members and everything. It wasn't like a bad split and stuff like that. It was just that typical, a lot of band disagreements, disagreements about money stuff, where each person what direction each person wanted to go in. And just my direction was not what those guys were seeing. And it was honestly just a lot of headbutting. And like me, I love touring. Like that's what I love to do. So with all the, I know all the stress and stuff comes with the band like that's just a given, but it just seemed like it was a little bit too much and too many different scenarios that I won't go into too much detail about. That was just, draining my mental health down. I was going through job problems, being gone on the road so much. It was taking a toll on some of my relationships, and it was just everything circling in at once that made me, like the last tour that we did was with, we were supporting Scarlett O'Hara, and Sleepwaker was our last full U.S. tour that I set up for us. And like that tour went great, but that tour I was sick for the whole month. Like I was miserable with that. I was dealing with a bunch of home problems, band issues, excuse me, and it was just, my head was just going everywhere, and I couldn't focus 100% on what I love and what I wanted to do, So between all that, and, all the issues that were going with the bands and within the band, your typical band stuff, but there was some more instances, but I won't go into it, because the rest of the guys, they are awesome. Like I grew up playing with half of those guys for literally since I got into the metal industry. Like I've known guitar player, bass player and we've been a band, for years and years. So they're all still my brothers and stuff. We don't really talk too much. We've kind of went our separate paths, but I always have that respect for those guys because, we did a lot. We created a lot, went through a lot of shit, good and bad, so I always have that respect for them. But just after, everything, all the stuff going on with me, I just had to exit out. So that's what I did for a couple months. I took a break. I didn't do anything music related. I did nothing because that tour ended and I got home in December. Yeah. Beginning or second week of December. And
this last December or a year ago?
The December before, December of 2019 before COVID shut everything down. Like that was the last tour I was able to do. So that's been a while ago. But I took so I took a couple of months off completely. I didn't do anything, nothing music related. To be honest, right now, I haven't even touched my drum set since that tour. And for me, that is insane because I've been playing drums since I was 5 years old. I'm 25 now, and this is the first long stretch I've ever went without touching my drums. Well, I just haven't had that, like...
I think you're growing as a musician and going on a different path, and so it's good to do that. I did want to ask you, though, so now that you're no longer with the band, is it just you? Like, are you writing your own music? Are you purchasing your music? Do you have to deal with any other members when it comes to, like, in agreement with what you want to do? Or is it just your decision is final and that's it?
So that's a good question. So that also kind of ties to why I wanted to split off and try to do my own thing. Because, it was all, you guys know, being in the bands, you're rarely ever going to have 4, 5, 6 people agree 100%. Like,
right.
No, they'll agree all the time.
Like with all my touring friends, all the bands and stuff I've been in, like, it's so rare to fully agree on everything. So, like, just one of the biggest things, despite, like, us disagreeing and stuff, like, I wanted to get off and do stuff myself, basically. But I mean, like, with the band already, I was already doing everything. Like, I built up somewhere to call home myself. Me and the bassist really built it up. We started everything. But as far as naming the band, that was all me, getting everything set up. I did all the booking for the first like 10, 11 tours that we did. And then we had a couple other people try to book, but it just didn't work out. So I took over setting up all the stuff after that again. So like I've always done
the drummer
all that stuff, but
the drummer is the one, I'm telling you, that always fucking does everything for the whole entire band. I do want to ask you another question. You talked about being on the road, having struggles at home. So, and I know when you're on the road and you got issues at the house, you can't really take care of those issues because you're not there to take care of them, right? Do you think that being a one man band or doing things yourself, if there are issues at home and you take this back on tour, you're going to be able to address those issues because you're only dealing with yourself and no one else's drama?
Yeah, I feel like if it gets back to that situation, if I ever have that, it would be a little bit easier because mostly going back to your other question before, as far as everything, like me and my producer and stuff, we work with everything back and forth. But as far as members and stuff like that, right now it's solely me. And, there isn't shows or anything going on right now. So, but once I do get my shows going, I am going to incorporate, a band and stuff into it, but I'm going to be very, very, I don't want to sound like, I'm being too picky, but like I want to be very picky with who I'm bringing in with my vision. I want to have that person that has the exact vision that I want to go for, because that's why I split off, because I had the idea of what I wanted to try. I wanted to try to do stuff on my own, basically, because like I have to say though, with Summer Call Home, like everyone had their parts, everyone did their job. I did the booking, I did the setting up. Like I was the money, I was the contact guy, basically. Like I had most of the connects, and doing all that stuff. And then we had our bassist, he was the merch guy, did all that stuff. Guitarist did the designing, songs and all that. So like everyone had their roles, But so with this, I wanted to take everything I've learned, because I've honestly really wanted to do the frontman position for a couple of years. But with drumming, fully touring, and Somewhere to Call Home being my first priority, I couldn't really fully focus on this. So that big thing that kind of led me to wanting to leave that was so I could focus on this myself. And I took the couple months off, didn't touch music, anything at all. Got my everything figured out, worked on some relationships, got my head back in place, my mental, I took that breather that, a lot of musicians sometimes have to, take before they really drive themselves into the ground, and it was one of those where it was just, I was miserable. Like, I'll be honest, that last tour that I did, being sick, all the drama and everything, I was over it. Like I would play the set, and then you wouldn't see me the rest of the night. I'd be right back in the van, very antisocial, which isn't like me. So I felt like, I was letting people down, and I just had to step away and, start fresh and, clear my head.
Yep.
Well, let's talk about this first song that we're going to play. This was your first single, if I'm correct.
My first single that I put out was actually a song called Are You Okay? Was the first one that I put out. And then the next one I put out was called Better Off. And then I had On My Own was another one. Hurt Like I Do was another one. But as far as music videos, the only ones I did so far were for Found My Way, which I shot in New York City. And then I remember when it was Easy, featuring one of my really good friends named Pierce. He goes by Soft Grunge. Extremely, extremely talented artist. And that I traveled down to Nashville for a weekend and shot everything down there. So those two are my most recent songs and the ones that I've done videos so far.
Sam, you want to play it?
Yeah. So let's play I Found My Way, correct? The rooftop one. I can't. All right, so we're gonna.
That was done in Queens.
Yeah, so we're gonna play this video and check it out, and as we're going along, guys, we're gonna talk a little bit about it. So here we go.
Used to be toxic, now I don't care, I got my mental intact. Let it move on, let it be strong, the people I knew in the past. The person I was, the person I am, I'm never taking it back. I live my life the way that I want, never forget that's a fact. Turning my back on people who told me I can't change, I feel the pain. But I got my halo pushing the fiends away. Back to the future, I'm walking the path of fame. Tell me all your stupid opinions, I won't listen today. And the day after that, cause people speak on the low, but I can't hear what they say. I've had some friends turn to foes, ain't that what time has to offer? A friend that turns into family, others into your enemies, but my watch is slow. Talking to my reflection whenever I need help, like when I fell into the moments of my life I cannot tell. But the man you see today is different, I like to call him myself, cause people walked all over him that was doing well. I'm not who I used to be, man in the mirror new to me. Times change, take away the pain, so long but I finally found my way. No one can tell me who I am, free soul, I never had a plan. No chains, will someone set me free? My world, my dreams, my fantasies. Used to get bothered by all the people that told me I won't make it big, and said that my mind was so feeble if they saw me now. I bet they change their minds, cause I'm getting love every night, all the time. Never retreat from people that try to defeat your purpose of living. They just exist to ruin beliefs. They take people's morals and keep all the greatest moments in dreams, so they having nightmares instead while you're tired and fall asleep. I'm a diamond in the rough, no one believed it. They won't accept my change, cause they never could achieve it. I left people back when they did it like before. Who I was, I never switch it up, cause I'm the light, but they don't see it. I got people that I'ma take all the way. I got people by my side that never changed. I got people I never doubted would stay. These people made me the person that I am today. I'm not who I used to be, man in the mirror new to me. Times change, take away the pain, so long but I finally found my way. No one can tell me who I am, free soul, I never had a plan. No chains, will someone set me free? My world, my dreams, my fantasies. Used to handle the bullshit, but now I'm handling checks, pushing the negative people to places they cannot rest. A place of positive energy, purify my enemies. Tell me how much you love me, knife on the back of my neck. But you never know how a person changes, and it's for the best that I flip the pages on an empty chapter with an empty face. But through the story of my life, I've seen what going through the pain is. I know what going through the pain is. I'm not who I used to be, man in the mirror new to me. Times change, take away the pain, so long but I finally found my way. No one can tell me who I am, free soul, I never had a plan. No chains, will someone set me free? My world, my dreams, my fantasies.
Well, there's the end of it.
Yeah, you talked way too much throughout that.
Well, you know, there's a delay, so it's like it's kind of hard to get that, you know, in the moment response. But yeah, cool music video.
But people can go check it out. You can find it on YouTube. Go check it out. Check out the entire thing. Give him a like. Give him a follow or subscribe, I should say. It's on YouTube. So follow him. He definitely needs the followers. We all do.
I noticed on your Spotify you actually have a decent amount of monthly listeners on there, so that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, Spotify and YouTube have been pretty well. I believe that video had like 18,000, 19,000. Wow. And so far my best song has been the other video that we're gonna go through so far. But I'm definitely excited for the stuff that I'm working on right now. It's definitely different, but I feel like it's gonna pop off pretty well. So I'm kind of taking my time with it to, you know, make sure it's perfect.
I think we have something in common, and the common thing that we have is that we're both drummers who now I also do kind of some rappy things. Not as good as you at all, but I don't know what it is about drummers that want to be like the front man. We do all the work anyways. Like, let us in the front. Like, come on. We want to be in the front. It's insecurities, maybe.
That's exactly what it is. It's all your guys' insecurities because everyone always gets all the chicks in the front. The drummer's always in the back. No one pays attention to him. He's in the back of the video. When the video shoot is done, he's got to do all the leg work. He's got all the gear that he has to load in the van. So, yeah, That's exactly what
It's
it
like
is.
it's like you walk up to the hot girls at the concert. What's up, girl? And they're like, "Who are you?" You're like, "I'm the drummer." Like you have to explain yourself, who you are, to go get laid after a concert.
It's the drummer and the bassist that no one gives a shit about. That's what it is. The drummer and the bassist no one cares about.
What was that? What was that meme? It's like you just see legs with the panty drop and says, "Oh wait, you're the bass player or you're the drummer, whichever it is." And the second one is pulling it back up, pulling the panties back up. It's like no.
That's so funny. That's just the way it is.
But
That's
I gotta say, yeah, that is kind of why I wanted to switch to that frontman role. Because being the drummer, I get like a total of 30 seconds in a music video, if that, like during a breakdown or something. I wanted to switch it up to so I could kind of be in something and try something different. And I've always listened to rap music and stuff. Like, yeah, I played metalcore, deathcore. I've even played. I was in a risecore type singing band. But like, I've always really I listen to rap. I listen to a lot of pop, a lot of hip hop and stuff. So like, even though I played metal, I always branched out. I even listen to country. I'll be honest. Like I'll jam that shit all day.
How old are you again?
25.
Yeah,
25.
Okay, so there's definitely a difference in the generations. Like when I was 20, well, I guess I was like 16. Like you either listen to rap or you listen to rock. Where I grew up with my friends anyways, it was like that. Sam's saying no, but that's how I grew up. You didn't really listen to everything, but everyone nowadays, if you're under like 25 or under 30, you grew up almost listening to everything all the time.
No, that's not true.
I agree with that. That is true.
I'll argue with you with this. I listen to everything and I'm a little bit older than you. So
okay, that's true. But I picked a genre because I was a skateboarder and I was trying to be a punk rocker. So I guess maybe it was just me and my friends.
A poser. You were a poser and a music snob, and all you did was listening to one genre and thought it was the best thing since sliced cheese. That's what it was.
Yes, that is also true.
Hey Chad, let's talk about. There's one of the biggest things that you like to do is go fishing. You love your fishing, and I notice if people get on or with your profile, your personal page, they see a lot of fishing stuff. So, I know that kind of helped you through clearing your mind a little bit. Want to talk about that?
Yeah, honestly, I love fishing. With not touring, obviously with COVID stuff, but even like taking a break from touring, I have been able to fish so much more. And my fishing buddy is the original vocalist of Somewhere to Call Home, is one of my best friends and literally my fishing partner is the original vocalist of Somewhere to Call Home.
Was it hard?
Yeah, I love fishing.
Was it hard when you wanted to get when you wanted to go do your own thing, was it hard to tell the rest of the band? Like, did you think they were going to understand where you were coming from when you kind of went your own direction?
Well, the thing with that is I didn't come about with Chaddy until I think about almost this time this year. So when I exited the band, like it wasn't even talked about, wasn't even thought about fully yet. I just really exited the band having to do with, all of the internal issues basically, and all my mental health stuff is why I exited. So it wasn't for that part officially yet, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's play this next song. You said you went down to Nashville. The song title is called what again?
I remember when it was easy, and it's featuring one of my buddies named Soft Grunge is his artist name.
All right, let's play it. But hey, Sebastian, let's not talk through the whole thing. Let's ask a couple questions so this man's music can get out there.
All right.
Yeah, here's the deal, folks. We are trying to keep from from getting pinged. We already got pinged on our live broadcast because we featured a little bit of music. But so we're thinking hopefully if we can split it up and break up the algorithms, it won't ping it. Of course, we'll probably be wrong on this one too, but we'll find out. All right, so let's play this video here.
All right.
Yo, I just want a simple life. All this hate around me, yo, bye-bye. These thoughts inside my head, they made me go crazy. All the memories, they made me feel hazy. I remember when it was easy, no struggles, about to be busy. But now is a different time. These ladders you have to climb, oh, feeling positive again. I don't know why, what's the narrative? Hey, I didn't have to pay my bills. I was all about the thrills, I was not all alone. I was not all grown, I was just in my zone when my mind wasn't blown. Before I was all on my own, why do I have to care? No, this really isn't fair, why do I have to care? I'm living so scared. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? Goddamn, I feel so clueless. All the memories that I just made, they are my secret aid. I wish I could go back to when I was 15. Didn't have to please anybody but me. I used to write lyrics for the hell of it. Now you write lyrics to stay relevant. If you don't, then you'll just fall off. Now everybody prays that you will fall off, but I'm sorry to tell you I won't fall off. Everybody is so quick to put you down. When I was writing in class, they praised me like wow. Said someday that I would leave this town. Been around the country, looks like I made them proud. I made them proud by getting out of this town. This industry is amazing, but it can bring you down. There are so many highs, but oh so many lows, where every move determines how you're looked at. If you slip up, they will drop you and never look back. Chaddy. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? Goddamn, I feel so clueless. All the memories that I just made, they are my secret aid. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this?
Responsibilities take over me. I wish I were still a kid when things were different. Take me back to playing Modern Warfare with my friends and seeing every single local band. Not this shitty 9 to 5. Get me out of this dark life.
Why do I have to do this? Goddamn, I feel so clueless. All the memories that I just made, they are my secret aid. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this?
So are you kind of mixing rock or a little bit? You're doing your hip hop, but are you mixing kind of some screaming in there, a little bit of a metal in with your music?
Yeah, this is my most recent
Oh,
song that I
Matty
put
shit.
out.
Okay.
Yep. Matt did the video. He's done work for Escape the Fate, Scott Stapp of Creed,
Yeah, no,
Rivals.
wait.
He does.
Yeah, Matt and I have gone way back. So
Yeah,
That's
he
cool,
did
man.
an amazing job.
Dude, I
But yeah, so it's
Go ahead.
yeah. So this was the first song, I guess, branching into, because that's without. But for my new stuff I'm working on, it's a lot more of that alt rock type stuff. You know, I got a bunch of drums, guitars, samples, and stuff. And there's going to be some, maybe a little bit, without giving too much hints, some, some breakdowns and some more screaming, and maybe some old school, metalcore Rise record type chorus parts in some of my new songs. So I'm very excited. Like, I gotta say, personally, I love like the stuff that I released so far last year. Like last year, I stayed grinding. I released 6 songs, 2 music videos. I was doing like a song a month for a good period. Built my Spotify numbers up, YouTube numbers up. So like I put in a grind. But the last I've been taking a little bit of a break for about the last month or two. I've been working like crazy, working on buying a new house and all that stuff. But so I've been working on some songs slowly here and there, but it's going to be worth the wait for the new stuff. I'm very excited for it.
I'm going to ask Sam a question. Is that style of music that he's playing, the genre? Now, to me, Sam, I love that kind of hip-hop, screamo kind of feel. It's kind of like it's new. Is that a newer genre that's just kind of now starting, or has it been out for a while? Because you would know more than I know.
Like it's called, it's emo rap. That's what it's called. Okay. Yeah, all the littles kind of got it started a little bit. Like little, what is it? Little. Damn, see, I can't remember all the little names. Help me out, Chad.
Man, there's so many rappers and artists and emo rap artists that start with little.
Yeah.
There's like Little Aaron, Little Pumps tried to do stuff, Little Skies has tried to do stuff, Little Lotus. There's so many.
I partied with Little Lotus in Dallas, actually. The first time I met a guy named Caleb who's in a band called Begotten. His buddy is Little Lotus, and we actually partied in my hotel room till like 4 a.m. being stupid. But then his music career kind of took off, and he's a pretty cool dude. He does this kind of emo. I don't listen to him. I just met him and hung out with him one night. Is he kind of the same similar style of what you're doing?
He mixes up a lot, to be honest. I actually played a show with him with Somewhere to Call Home. I played one of the tour packages he was on. He was on a weird tour package. It was like I Set My Friends on Fire, Keonashi, Little Lotus. It was like a week and a half weird tour thing that I ended up playing one of the shows. But yeah, some of his new stuff, along with a guy named Little Aaron, is more of what I'm trying to, branch into my style. It's because I've always liked, like, I've always been a sucker for, like, I'll be honest, like, I'm a sucker still at 25 for those hard hitting Rise Records, Attack, Aston Alexandria type chorus type stuff. Like, I love that singing ballad type, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I wanted to do, because I couldn't really do that with Somewhere to Call Home. It wasn't our style. It wasn't what we were going for. So that's kind of what I want to do now, is kind of put everything together somehow, make it sound good of, what I like, what I'm comfortable writing and doing.
Are you going to head over and start getting face tattoos and drink some lean?
Oh God. No.
Yeah, you gotta be. That's the only way to be legit. Apparently, I don't understand. Just kidding.
I don't know. I'm halfway there. I got my nose pierced. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts. That's 1/10.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this, Chaddy. Like that emo rap, whatever it's called. I do like that style of music. So I know you just started this not so long ago. As you grow, man, I want to pay attention to what you're doing. Because I think it's a cool, neat genre. I don't know very, very many artists that I didn't really dive into it much. So you're kind of the first person I'm going to be paying attention to, man. So I'm excited to hear what you come out with in the future or soon.
I appreciate it. I think we're really gonna. I've been talking with Sam for a while with stuff, music related over the years. But I'm definitely going to send both you guys some stuff. I really think you'll like it more than what you've heard so far. It's going to be different. Better quality videos. I'm definitely going to be putting a bunch into it. So I'm excited for it and excited to have you guys hear it and, you know, have everyone hear it. But yeah, there's really not too many, to be honest, there's really not too many like people trying to do that alt rock rap genre. There's only a few that are like really making it pop, which would be like, you know, Machine Gun Kelly is doing great for what he's trying to do with it. Mod Sun is doing great for what he's trying to do with it. Little Aaron is another example that's doing great with it. So I'm just trying to still do that rap stuff, but also incorporate full band style environment, you know? Because me personally, like whenever I go to like certain rap shows and stuff I've went to that have had full bands and it's not just press your play on the MacBook and rap over a backtrack, you know? Like I want that, especially when shows get back, I want to have that full band feel, but still being my style that I'm trying to create.
I think who does some of this a little bit would be Falling in Reverse. They take like a metalcore kind of edge to the rapping style. Would you agree with that? No, maybe not, because he does a little bit of rapping in his music also.
Yes, he does rapping, but it's not the full on thing. That's metalcore with like new metal breakdowns and stuff like that.
I don't know. He has like a straight up rap album himself.
Yeah,
sure.
he does, but it's not emo rap. Emo rap is very.
It all sounds the same to me, almost, man.
Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, I like Falling in Reverse, but it's a different aspect. Like, yeah, he raps and stuff, but it's not necessarily what I'm. So Sam was pretty spot on with that.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm introducing a lot of new stuff to Sebastian, and I'm glad that he's actually taking it on versus going, nope, I don't fucking like that. I don't like that. I don't want to listen to it. And, nope, he's open to it. He was actually the one that said, nope, I don't listen to country, but let's have some country guests. I want to start listening to country. He's stuck. He's for the most part has always been punk, rebel punk, to rock, to like regular alt rock.
Yep.
Roughly right in there. But we've been throwing him some heavy down tempo stuff. We've been throwing him some metalcore that's probably a little bit heavier than what he's used to as far as metalcore. So Sebastian's growing as a human being and as a music listener. And so you are his second rap hip hop artist, but the first emo rap artist.
Third, but the first definitely the first emo rap artist that I've had on the podcast. And I think it's brilliant, man. And, you know, I think it's important to grow. Even as a musician, you should listen to all different types of genres to get, you know, you can incorporate something from everything into your music, man. When you're writing, it's music creativity. And as a podcaster, I think it's important for me to open up my world to different music also, just to get some different questions out there and self-knowledge, really.
Exactly, 100%. Like, I couldn't agree more. Like, I feel like as a musician, you're only hurting yourself if you don't not necessarily branch out, but if you don't study other genres and, you know, try to learn more about it. Because, you know, if you stick to just one thing, you never know what you might be good at or what you might be able to incorporate or learn from, you know? Like, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to take different styles that I listen to and try to blend it together, not where it's too overpowering, but, you know, to make a good sound out of it that I like with styles that I like, you know, and I'm taking stuff that I've learned from listening from, you know, straight rap artists that I listen to that are just rap, mixing it with like, again, without giving out too much, like some of my new stuff is honestly a little bit, some pop punk elements in it too. So
nice.
Like I'm really trying to blend in a couple things, and it's so far it's coming out good. I'm still on that little fence line if I really want to drop an album or just keep dropping single after single and go from there and just keep building and building. So, you know, I got about halfway through of as far as writing and for what I would do for the album, but I don't know if I'm going to drop for the singles or the album, but it's going good, and I'm definitely incorporating a lot of those styles. I got the pop punk styles, those hard hitting Rise record chorus parts. I got a couple parts that are actually some pretty faster rap parts. compared to some of the other stuff that I've released so far. So I've been practicing a lot, focusing on my downtime when I'm not fishing and, working some new skills, just trying to make the best out of it and just have fun.
Yeah, I would recommend still just releasing singles until it comes time to tour, then taking all those singles and giving it a title and putting it on a CD, because there might still actually be people that might buy CDs. I don't know.
There are.
No. There was. We just don't know when this next evolution of touring, if people are still going to buy CDs, because now they're buying albums. So, they're getting into the vinyl and everything like that. So I know it's going to be definitely less. I remember a time that you needed to have like 2,000 CDs for like a 3-week, 4-week tour. Now you can probably shave that down to about 200.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we used to print. I know we reprinted a lot of, like, my past stuff. We reprinted a lot of CDs for tour. Like we went through CDs a lot, but that's one thing I've noticed too lately is vinyls are making a huge comeback. Like I see a lot of my friends post around, and I've seen around that people are starting to buy record players again and start collecting a bunch of them more, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
I would love to do something like that if I get some more hype and buzz around, because I know they are pretty expensive to print, but that's something I would be all for doing. I think it's cool.
Well,
cool.
One of the biggest hype buttons around the vinyl is not only the artwork that you have on your cover, but if you can create a distinct vinyl album with colors and features inside of it. Like, I'm waiting for the first ant farm. Literally, there's ants inside of it, like a little ant farm. I know someone's going to do it. I just know someone's going to do it. But just remember, folks, those ants eventually will die because they have no air. So don't be a dick.
Hey, is that a Bass Pro Shop hat you're wearing? Hey, you're probably the first and only rapper to wear a Bass Pro Shop hat on my podcast. Congratulations.
Do for my next video that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dress in the Bass Pro hat. I'm gonna get my Bass Pro jacket that I have. I'm gonna put my snow pants on, man. I'm gonna even bring a fishing pole in the video.
I would even say go to Bass Pro Shop and film it there. Film it at the big tank. You fishing at the big tank.
So what I'm going to do, this is it right here. You just answered that. The video is literally just going to be fishing. I'm just going to go out on a boat and I'm going to fish. That's the video.
That's it. It'll be a simple shot for whoever's shooting it. It'd be like, look, all you got to do is shoot me on the boat. I'm going to sing on the boat. Maybe if I can catch a fish every once in a while.
This sums you up, though. You're in a rock band. You're doing rap now. You love fishing. You support Bass Pro Shop. You're like the total package musician, man. You got it all covered.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty cool. I want to ask you. I think we're gonna go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just answering that.
Okay, I think we're gonna end the podcast. Once again, I apologize for the delayed video quality that we have. We're still testing on StreamYard and Wi-Fi, things like that. But I do want to ask you before we get off, do you have a website, and where can everyone download, stream, purchase your music at?
Yep. So everyone can go to, I'm working on rebranding a little bit. Like, I'm still keeping my Chaddy, but I'm, new image, new songs, video styles and everything. But the website, IamChaddyOfficial.com. You'll be able to get a bunch of new merch I'll be dropping in a couple months. Songs are all on there. You can also just search Chaddy. Mine is with a period after, so I do lowercase Chaddy, period. You can search that all: Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, everywhere you can find music. And, if anyone wants to, follow, for Twitter, Instagram, I am Chaddy Official for Instagram, and I am Chaddy Music for Twitter. And, I'm everywhere.
You got it. And you knew all those answers because you used to be the drummer of a band. And that's why you know all those answers. If you listen to my podcast, you would know why I just said that, right, Sam?
You guys are calling out. You know what? Bass players are people too, okay? Bass players are people too. So are guitarists. Okay, vocalists maybe not so much. They're on a diva level, so.
One thing I gotta say, the best part about going to the vocalist role is all the shit I don't have to carry anymore. All I gotta carry is a microphone.
Don't be that guy.
I used, man, between all the drum stuff I had to carry, I had a giant drum case. I had a whole rack case of all my electronics. Man, I had to make like 3 or 4 trips into a venue each night. And then I'd be looking at my vocalist, and he's like, "Yeah, I got the microphone. That's all I need." You know.
That's messed up, man. All right, well, if people want to find out, no, Sam and I just switched to StreamYard. Like I mentioned that, and we're going to keep on mentioning it until we get used to it. So I don't know if we're still going to be using. I think for the time being, we're still going to be doing Apple and Spotify. We're going to take this stream, put it on there. You can hear all our full episodes still on the loudspot.net. We're going to start doing a lot of live streaming on Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to be doing that. Sam, anything else you want to mention about this new switchover that we're making?
Well, not only the switchover, but don't forget, guys, to pick up your merchandise at www.theloudspot.net. That helps support the show. And just bear with us as we get this thing going. It's going to take a little time. We're working kinks out. We try to work out kinks tonight with the video, try to break it up a little bit so it doesn't get pinged as much. Of course, when that claim, Chaddy owns his own music, so he can, if it comes to his claim page, he could be like, "Yeah, I accept it." Yeah. So I understand they try to protect artists, but I think sometimes they forget about the little guys need the exposure. So,
Yeah.
We know that our bigger artists that we have on, we can't play it just as much. But, so if you want to hear this audio version, go to theloudspot.net. If you like all these live videos, let us know, because we're trying to figure out which one's the best for us, which one's the best platform for us as well as we continue to grow. We'll probably, if we don't see any big growth in the audio version, we're probably going to abandon the audio version and just keep doing the video versions. That's all I got.
Some other changes we're going to make is we are going to hopefully maybe adopt a co-host, a female co-host, to second me on the podcast. And Sam's going to be, as the executive producer, he's going to be doing all the buttons in the background and popping in every now and again. So 2021 for us it's a growing year for sure. And Chaddy, man, thank you very much for being on the podcast. One of our new experiences on the podcast, it's with you. So we definitely appreciate it. Sam's been working his tail off. I'm not kidding, guys. Listen, Sam is working his butt off to get all this going on for the podcast. So Sam, thank you very much. Our 100th episode, actually, it's going to air. We're going to air this one after the 100th episode, so never mind.
Yeah, this will go live on Monday, but you won't know about it, so it'll already be passed as we're trying to fill out. But eventually, what interviews we have, they will be going live automatically. No, we got to get GoPro on this stuff. Got to go pro.
We're going pro. All right, guys, we're out of here. Chaddy, thanks again. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. I'm pointing at you, but my arm's going underneath the screen. So Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. All right. Bye, guys.
See ya.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.